Hey guys, it's Gruff and Nerdmuma. Got a music reaction. This is a music reaction for you. You think you know, or you know the name Dire Straits,
Mhm.
but you don't know if you know any of the songs or anything.
No, I don't couldn't say for sure
Okay,
if I have or not. I mean, there's a good chunk of 90s music that I know I've probably heard just
though this would have
in
been 80s
life,
or
but oh,
70s.
but
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I
Prior to
grew
you.
up in the 90s. 80s music did we did hear it in the 90s and it vanished into thin air by the time the 90s came around, but being a young child just watching TV and stuff. Like I know there's a lot of stuff that I probably do know, just couldn't necessarily put band to song necessarily. So I know the name Dire Straits, but and I probably have heard of their music, but
Okay.
just don't know what goes with what.
This was one of my weekly regular like trips to Ocala grocery shopping with my
Mm-hmm.
dad on a box of tapes, and hearing this song as a kid and then coming back from combat, I've got my baptized by fire. Um Song hits a lot different. I know it's used. I think someone had commented a while back about in UK funerals
Oh, okay.
more than, US for
Mm.
whatever. But yeah, this is Brothers in Arms, Dire Straits.
Cool, cool.
Ready?
Last time I saw animation like that in a music video was Take On Me.
These mist-covered mountains are a home now for me, but my home is the lowlands, and always will be.
Where are they from, Dire Straits?
I'm not sure. I'll look that up.
It's already, well, I mean, it's given that like sort of like Irish, Scottish
Oh,
music
okay. I
vibe
hear
to
what you're
it. That's why
saying.
I was wondering, kind of Flogging Molly ish type stuff.
Someday you'll return to your valleys and your farms,
Yeah, that's the countryside I grew up with.
and you'll no longer burn to be brothers in arms. Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I've witnessed your suffering as the battle raged high. And though it hurt me so bad, in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms.
It was very sort of World War Two commentary, certainly with the video. Like there was just that specific, like the style of gear that they wore then
Put
is
in about
so
or
recognizable.
Vietnam. I think they were still using some of the well, that was the army way
But
of doing
with the
their
country, that's not a
okay,
Vietnamese
yeah.
countryside either. Like
Okay.
this is European countryside, absolutely. Yeah, with the water.
There's so many different but we live in different ones.
Yeah, with the imagery
Now
there
the
and the
sun's
water.
gone to hell. The moon's riding high. Let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die, but it's written in the starlight, in every line in your palm. We're fools to make war on our brothers in arms.
I have to admit, I was more captivated with the video itself. It was really interesting. Very the song itself was lovely. Feels like a weird word to use, but there was something like
Yeah, beautiful tribute.
yeah, wasn't angry or angsty like a lot of it can be. More almost accepting. But I really like in so you said this was 80s, right?
I
When
would have been late 70s or early 80s. Really early if I was listening in the mid 80s.
I always appreciate when people, instead of trying to I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase this, try and keep up with the technology that they're not necessarily got access to yet, and end up making something where they're trying to keep up but it doesn't quite hit the mark. I appreciate when someone goes like, it's like they went the other way around. They took what quality of video they could have, amped up that distortion and fuzziness, and so it blended really well with when they went to the illustrations. It was really interesting to see. Like, man, you could do an entire art paper based on the visuals of that. It was like especially when they got to the moments at the beach and you could see like the ghosts of the faces and the people and stuff. Dunkirk's the only one I can think of right now. That was a specific battle at a beach, but there was more. Yeah, very powerful, but
I think
oddly
I get what you
soothing.
meant about like the Irish, like the minstrel boy, not coming back from war,
Mm-hmm.
and Danny Boy, just accepting death, but it's
Mm-hmm.
part of just what you do, but then you come
Death is
back.
part of life, yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, you
No,
heard?
I hadn't heard it before. I mean, I don't think so. It felt kind of familiar, but more like the band itself felt familiar than the song. Like, I know I'm gonna hear something that you put on for me, Dire Straits, and be like, oh, okay, it's that one, but that one I hadn't heard before, so that was nicely different. Thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely a heavy song
Mm-hmm.
post combat as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to hearing it as a kid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's gonna hit different for, you know, whether you've been in the military or you've known someone. For me, just a lot of that imagery, I was thinking my great grandfather was in a lot of that. So um, it put me in a sort of contemplative mood because of that. Just knowing like he was in like the thick of it. Like he was actually at Dunkirk. It was him and his brother, and he was actually given a award because I think it might have been Purple Heart or whatever the England equivalent is. Um, his brother was gravely injured. Not his brother in arms, his blood brother. Like that's crazy that you're fighting with your blood brother. Anyway, just sort of what are the chances thing. But he was injured and told to leave him behind, and he refused to. It's like and like anyone would when it's their brother, and saved his life and got an award of it. That was at Dunkirk. So yeah, sort of got me thinking about that a bit.
All right. Well, end it there.
And there then.
All right, keep grinding, guys. Do what you're doing. Make it to tomorrow. Just keep grinding.
Ah.